Why am I seeing writer events that I cannot attend because my skin color is not dark enough? Are racially segregated writing events the best way to combat racism? I'm Liv Miles, and these are my thoughts. I had every intention of participating in Nanowrimo this year. It's been a valuable part of my life and my writing career and avocation since, God, it's almost been 2 decades. Can you believe it? For almost 2 decades now. There was something exhilarating about pushing aside my apprehensions and striving to reach that 50K mark, even if I frequently failed in doing so. Often, over and over again. More times than not. But more importantly, Nanowrimo offered us all the chance to come together with other writers and to do the thing that we love to do more than anything else in the world, presumably, which is, of course, to write. We could sit back, let our hands do the talking, and just pour our souls onto the page. And we could do that together. It didn't matter what race you were, what religion you were. It didn't matter anything. Nothing about you mattered other than the fact that you showed up that day. And God help you, you were going to put 50,000 words into that Word document or Google document or whatever. You were going to make 50,000 words happen. And there was a certain camaraderie in that. There was a unity in that. There was community, if I will, in that. So when I logged onto Nanowrimo last week in hopes of getting my profile up to speed, I did something that I had rarely done before in my time as a participant, and that was to check the events section. And that is when I found this. Nanowrimo now has a series of events entitled Writers of Color Community Time, made possible by the program's director, Tim Kim. And in the description of these events, we are explicitly advised that, and I quote, "This event is only for people of color. Thanks for respecting this space," unquote. So I wrote the following response. Nanowrimo is legally a non-profit organization. Therefore, this event is in violation of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, a federal law. By requesting that only persons of color attend this event, you are discriminating against those of us who are not considered persons of color. This is racism in its most distilled form. Therefore, I will not be respecting this space, as I do not respect racism. See you on October 9th. Cheers. Now, you're welcome to critique my understanding of Article 7 if you like. I am not a law student, and I have no legal qualifications of any kind, nor will I ever, or have I ever, offered legal advice on this channel. But that aside, I think that we can all agree that Article 7 was created for a reason, that we are all human beings who were created equal, and that any organization who attempts to segregate us based upon our skin color or ethnicity is doing something that is inherently wrong. Nanowrimo used to be a unifying event. It didn't matter what color you were, what race you were, what your religion was. What mattered was that you had 30 days to write 50,000 words. And that was it. We all had a unified goal. And to be perfectly honest, it pains me to see something that I loved so much become so polluted with the politics of our day. We need something to form a community around. And I'm not just speaking of the writer community, although in this instance, yes, I suppose I am. But we really do need it. We need to say enough is enough to those who would have us divide into special interest groups and voting blocks. Those who would say, no, your skin is actually, according to this chart, your skin is this color, so you belong over there. And your skin is of that color, so you belong over there. Enough of you. You've had your chance. We all know what misery comes from those of us who are so shallow-minded and so simple that they can't look past the veneer of one's skin color to value what one's character is actually worth. Didn't Martin Luther King have a speech about that? I could have sworn that was something I had read somewhere. I don't know. I think that one of the most important lessons of the 20th century was that racism and segregation are great evils. Anytime that you say that, oh, your skin color is X, therefore you can't do Y, you are acting in a truly primitive and evil fashion befitting only the most historically illiterate among us. The moment a nonprofit charity organization decides that certain races need not apply to certain events is the same moment that this charity organization loses all of my patronage and all of my respect. And regardless of whether or not I stand alone in my beliefs, I'm standing by them. It's getting late. I better wrap this up because, believe it or not, I've actually been filming this for over 6 hours now. It's just my kids keep waking up and crying keeps happening, and it's now 3:30 in the morning. In summation, I do not think that racially segregated writing events are the key to future prosperity and harmony between any groups of people. I don't think that Nanowrimo is doing the right thing by hosting racially segregated writing events. And therefore, I will not be participating in Nanowrimo this year, even though I very much would like to. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you're well. What can I say? No matter who you are, where you are, or when you are. I'll see you later. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to my channel. I post new videos whenever I want about whatever I want, really. What would you like me to talk about? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Thank you.